Welcome to the Center on Technology and Disability series on technology implementation strategies that work. This video is part of Unit 3, Enhancing the School Mission and Setting Goals. In video 2, we discuss the importance of gathering data and defining goals. The goals of this unit are to enhance school mission statements to create a shared vision of high-quality instruction supported by technology, analyze data on the use of technology and instruction, and set long and short-term goals. In this video, we discuss gathering and analyzing data on the use of technology and instruction to set long and short-term goals. Although the vision statement outlines the overall direction for maximizing student outcomes in your district or school, the leadership team will need to set a focus and establish long and short-term goals and milestones to achieve the vision. These goals provide the framework for building specific action steps to successfully integrate technology and transform your school environment and instruction in the classroom. When setting goals, use data-driven decision-making to identify areas of student need, the focus of your initial implementation efforts, areas of teacher need to drive future professional learning workshops, professional barriers and ways to address them, and strengths in the system that you can draw upon. The leadership team at the state, district, and school level is responsible for fostering a culture of data-driven decision-making to advance teaching and learning in the building. Data should be used not only to assess and report student achievement, but also to identify areas for school improvement, determine short and long-term school improvement goals, guide professional learning workshops, narrow achievement gaps among student subgroups, and transform student learning. Over the past 2 decades, school, district, and state administrators have been dealing with continuously expanding data reporting requirements and have had to develop extensive databases for storing and reporting these data. Despite the wide array of data collected at the school and district levels, many districts continue to struggle with using data-driven decision-making to inform instructional practices in the classroom, the focus of professional learning workshops, and overall decisions about school improvement. Data-driven decision-making requires more than simply collecting and reporting data. It requires districts and schools to define the key questions needed to guide data collection activities and instruments, identify who the data will be collected from, determine how the data will be analyzed, and finally, decide how the results of the analyses will be used to inform short and long-term goals. Although collecting and reporting data does not generate change on its own, analyzing and using data can serve as an effective tool to inform school change efforts. Beyond student achievement data, it is critical that district and school leaders collect and analyze data that will help inform decisions about the short-term and long-term goals that are required to achieve the vision of the district or school. To illustrate, data can help us narrow achievement gaps. With an effective data-driven decision-making system, districts and schools can assess performance data by important student subgroups and address problems at the school and classroom levels. Data helps us improve teacher quality. District and school leaders can use data to define and target the specific professional development needs of their staff. For example, an analysis of staff's knowledge of and expertise teaching with certain technologies can inform the need for targeted technical workshops. Data helps us share best practices. Data can provide useful information about how teachers are using evidence-based practices in reading, writing, and mathematics instruction, and how they are integrating technology tools into best practice strategies. These examples of excellence can be shared with other teachers in the building to foster peer learning opportunities. Research shows that leadership teams that use data to inform the development of their plans are more successful during the implementing and sustaining phases of the implementation process because they are able to anticipate and proactively troubleshoot barriers unique to their context. As a first step, your leadership team will want to conduct a needs assessment. Start by examining data that are already being collected within the school and district levels. What questions can you answer with these extant data? Next, determine what questions remain unanswered by the data that you have and how you will gather these data through surveys, focus groups, classroom observations, and from whom? Students, teachers, parents, other stakeholders. Analyses of these data will help you identify the current state of education technology in the district or school, student achievement by subgroups, and the professional learning needs of teachers. These data will inform your goal-setting activities. Refer to the tools and templates provided in Unit 3 in the Learning Center on the Center for Technology and Disability website to support your work. Data collection and analysis should be ongoing activities that inform each step of the process. Leadership teams that establish ongoing data collection plans are more successful in achieving their long-term goals and vision. It is the responsibility of the leadership team to design questions for ongoing data collection, to analyze those data, and continually adapt and revise the action steps based on their findings. When used well, data create a common language for analyzing and discussing complicated actions such as instructional practice, use of technology, and student learning. After you've collected data, you are ready to begin the process of data analysis and setting your focus for the year. You may want to consider creating visual displays of data to facilitate interpretations. This may include student achievement data, school improvement data, and results from tools such as the EdTech Locator. Possible ways to display data are projecting numbers or graphs of data onto a screen or wall, print handouts of graphs and numbers, create visual and written summaries of data. As you look at your data results and displays, possible questions to consider include: what trends and needs do you see in the data? How will you prioritize addressing identified needs? What is the role of technology in addressing these priorities? What are the desired changes in the data as you move towards implementing the new mission or vision? Use the results of your data analysis to help define specific areas of focus for the initial implementation phase. Consider student achievement scores and identify which content areas students appear to be struggling with the most, and consider the professional learning needs of the teachers relating to initial implementation and the workshops or other activities that could be hosted throughout the year for grade level or targeted groups of teachers. Fostering change is a multi-year process that can feel uncomfortable or unfamiliar because we're learning new ways of doing business. Building feelings of success early in the process can increase confidence and generate momentum moving forward. How you plan to focus your initial implementation, roll out new technology, and integrate technology into the classroom will depend on your context. Some districts and schools integrate technology in high schools during the first year and middle schools during the second year, and only then move to equip students and teachers in the elementary schools with technology. Some districts start the school that have the lowest student achievement test scores, while others require schools to complete an application demonstrating readiness for integrating technology. District and school level engagement during initial implementation also varies. In some instances, the leadership team might engage with a specific grade level, hand-picking teacher leaders who are already using technology in their classrooms and might be champions for fostering buy-in from other teachers. In others, the leadership team might engage with all reading specialists in the building in order to foster school-wide integration with all teachers. Once you have chosen your focus, it is time to identify goals. When defining goals, it is important to establish short and long-term goals for students, teachers, and the building as a whole. Leadership teams that focus on concrete, short-term goals and strive for small, early successes are able to build excitement for the initiative. They enjoy greater long-term success throughout the implementation process. Professional learning goals will likely include building collective capacity for teaching with technology, transforming the classroom and learning experience for teachers through the use of evidence-based strategies supported by technology, and holding technical workshops on using the new technology devices. In addition, the leadership team will need to set goals related to identifying funding sources, procuring devices, establishing policies and procedures, and so on. For each goal, leadership teams should identify the person who will be responsible for leading the task, produce detailed action steps to accomplish the goal, establish processes for monitoring implementation and making revisions when appropriate, and instituting systems for evaluating progress. The ongoing collection of data can help you reset your goals as you learn and implement change to improve outcomes, and it can increase your success during the sustaining phase of your implementation plan. Refer to the tools and templates provided in Unit 3 in the Learning Center on the Center for Technology and Disability website to support your work. Thanks for watching Part 2 of our unit on creating and sharing a vision for technology implementation. For more information, please continue using the Center on Technology and Disability.